Okay. Righty-ho, hello. Hello, and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway in America. And for British viewers, I should explain that America is that country underneath Canada where blue jeans and Bruce Springsteen come from. But improvising onto the show tonight, we have, first of all, from England, the lovely Josie Lawrence. Next, from California, the, well, even lovelier Ryan Stiles. And then from Interplay in New York, the loveliest Christopher Smith. And finally, also from Interplay, the superlative Jim Meskimen. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. The very first game we were playing this evening is called Film and Theatre Styles. I'd like to bring down Ryan and Josie for this. I'm going to give them a little situation in which to improvise in just a moment. But first, I'd like some suggestions of some film styles, some theatre styles, if anyone can think of them here in the studio audience. Sorry? Orgasm, okay, all right. I don't know if you're making a suggestion there or just telling what's happening up there. Any other film styles more familiar to the family viewer? I don't. Horror, that's completely different from orgasm. Melodrama.
Film noir.
Silent and film noir. Musical, I think that's a massive number of suggestions there. Orgasm. Well, anyway, let's... brings back happy memories. Now, the scene I'd like you to play is, Josie, you've driven up to what we call a gas station in America. Away you go, and I'll give you some styles as we get to it.
Sorry, I just like doing that. Could I have some gas, please?
You bet you can. Get your windows for you?
Oh, yes, please.
Horror.
Ah! What are you wiping my windows with? That's a dead animal.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. It's also my mother. Sorry, Mother. Back into the pile, back into the pile.
Let me see your face.
Silent movie. Let's do an orgasm, a porn movie.
I'd like to check your gear stick.
Let me get the oil for you.
Oh. My, that's a big hose. I like the way the gas just drips from the end.
Oh dear, that was a mistake, obviously. Let's end on a bit of melodrama.
Oh! My car! My automobile has run out of gas. What am I to do? What am I to do?
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it for the... Thank you. Go back. All right. Well, I've obviously got to give... I've obviously got to give 69 points to each there. Now we come to Chris and Jim. If you'd like to come down, I'll give you a scene in a moment. Some more styles, please, for this pairing. James Bond, yes, that's good. Whoa. This, just from the back row. One person at a time. Let's take this again. Let's take Abbott and Costello. Jimmy Stewart. Bugs Bunny and Hercule. What on earth is Hercule? All right. I'll throw in a couple that I can think of myself. I'm never going to hear any of these. So, your situation is... Whoa. One of you is trying to hire a private detective.
I called you because you were the best. For the money, that is. At $4 an hour, you're the cheapest detective I ever heard of.
$4 an hour plus expenses.
Now look, the problem is my wife. I think she's been cheating on another guy. Me.
Okay, Abbott and Costello.
What makes you think your wife is cheating on another guy?
I don't know. She comes home late at night. She says, I say, how are you? She says, that's right, that's my name, How.
Oh, wait a minute. Your wife's name
That's
is...
a married name, is How. I say, how are you? She says, that's right.
Now, your wife's name is How?
No, her name's Edith.
Well, why did she answer to How?
I don't know how she answers. I can't tell.
Let's go into a bit of James Bond.
So you see, it's not such an easy assignment. You're going to need some interesting weapons. I hope you've got some.
As a matter of fact, I do, Bond. You see this pen?
Yes, looks like an ordinary fountain pen to me.
It is. They're always expecting something more.
Let's do, I'll combine two shows. Let's have Bugs Bunny meets Jimmy Stewart.
What's up, Doc?
That is the largest rabbit I ever saw in my life.
Well, I ain't invisible, you know.
I can see that. I mean, you're right in front of me. Look, I'm just trying to get my wife back. Don't you understand? She's been cheating on me or something. I need you. Can you follow a trail? Can you give me some information?
Sure.
Listen, I'll pay you. How much do you want me to pay you?
14 carats a day.
14 carats a day. Say, you don't mean gold, do you?
I mean carats.
It's a Persian rug.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. That's very good. We'll crack on with that. Yeah, let me just give a... let's make a careful note of the score there, and I'll tell you what it is later. Now we come to a game called Expert. This is for Josie and Ryan. If you'd like to get your stools, which are necessary for this. Now, in this game, Josie is an interviewer, and she'll be interviewing Ryan. But Ryan will be an expert on some topic. What would you like Ryan to be an expert about? What was that one in the back? Watermelons. Watermelons, all right. So, watermelons. So, expert on watermelons. Where you go, Josie.
Hello and welcome to Let's Find Out. Today we have a wonderful expert with us all the way from America. Do you fancy something juicy? Well, let's talk to Mr. Quelch. Mr. Quelch, you've been working with watermelons for many years now. Why do you find them so fascinating?
Well, they're big. Big and juicy, you know what I'm saying? It's,
yes.
It's probably one of the biggest fruits or vegetables, or I'm not really sure if it's a fruit or a vegetable, but they're big, and when you cut them open, you can see things. Why, once I saw a vision of Christ inside a watermelon. It was just, the seeds were eyes. Oh, you never know what you're going to find.
Now, pips.
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 You always have to spit out the stones, don't you? It's such a juicy
Seeds is what
level.
we call them. Seeds. Pips, stones. I don't know where you get that. Seeds is what they're called, and they've been called that since the early Americans, the Indians.
Yes, now, when was the first time you saw your first melon?
Well, I was a young boy in private school. The nuns used to bring them in to tease us with them, you know? Finish your work or you'll have this up your, you know what?
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Righty-ho. Yes. Well... And that's part of a series of improvisations called Fun with Watermelons. Now we come to a game called Book Writer. And here is a bit of an interview here. Chris Tavera is going to be interviewing Jim. He's on a program, a TV program, but Jim has come along to plug a book about something. What would you think his book would be? What was that? Rodents. All right, I don't think we went to rodents. So it's a book about rodents. So where you go, do your interview now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Book of the Week. And we're fortunate enough to have the author of Rodents, My Life, Dr. Charles Winsome.
Hello.
Dr. Winsome, Rodents, My Life, what's it all about?
It's about how people can train rodents that they either have as pets or find in their neighborhood for the rodent Olympics.
And I take it that you've been engaged in this occupation for...
I have been training rodents and studying rodents for a long time. This is the first year we're going to actually have a worldwide rodent event, Olympics.
Well, what are some of the events that the rodents will be participating in?
Jump over a straw, run around the inside of a garbage can lid. We're going to call it something different, but that's what we call it now because that's what it is.
Well, we have
high dive into a... Also, I just want to say high dive into a cup.
High dive into it's fascinating. Well, we have a copy of the book here, and I just wanted to share. I guess this is a photograph of your prize rodent.
Yes, this is Eric. And Eric is he's a little under 2 grams. And as you can see, he's...
Is that good?
Oh, it's average. Well, it's actually pretty beefy for a rodent. And he's... That barbell he's lifting weighs over 1 kilo.
It's a remarkable thing. Well, Dr. Winsome, it certainly is a pleasure having you on the show. And when will the games actually take place?
They will take place after the harvest. When all the nuts are buried, you know.
I'm sure they will. I urge you to all run out and buy a copy of Rodents My Life. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much. Very good. Yes. That's... Oh, dear. That's got to be 5,000 points each there. Now we go